Hi there, I'm Budda and you're watching Dr. Guitar, a show for all you guitarists out there. In today's episode, we will be talking about using crappy mics to get a great tone. What do I mean about crappy mics? Well, I call crappy mics to all the mics that sound crappy, of course. There are a lot of cheap mics like Chinese mics or even radio mics, really inexpensive mics like even the Shure Prologue series or old mics or mics that are ruined in some way and they don't sound hi-fi to me. But they can be really great tools to sculpting your tone, your guitar tone while recording it. Or even the vocal tone. I use it a lot on vocals. I use cheap mics and lo-fi sounding mics on vocals a lot of times. But this is a show for guitar players, so I'm focusing on guitars. Today I have the usual M160, the Bayer Dynamic M160, which is my favorite guitar mic of all time. It always sounds good no matter where you put it, no matter what sound source you use. It always sounds like what you are hearing in the room. So that's a super important mic for me to have. But then the mic is not that mid-rangey. It's a little scoopy even. So I like to add different mics, different tastes of mics. I'm using one really old mic that I have. It was from my grandfather's radio. My grandfather used to have a huge radio, like it looked like a Hammond B3 Hammond. It was a huge furniture radio and all wooden, all tubes that had a tape recorder. It had radio and it had a vinyl, so a turntable, and it brought this mic with it, so you could record vocal or interviews or rehearsals. My father was also a musician, and he recorded a lot of his band's rehearsal with that tape recorder and that mic. But the mic is super lo-fi sounding. It's not an hi-fi microphone at all. But I love it on vocals, and I love it on guitars too. It gives me that mid-range push without being harsh. It is honky, but it is great. It is very musical. So I'm doing some sound samples. I'm playing a lot of things, and then I'll show you in the image which mic is playing and which tone are we getting from the mic, and especially the combination of mics, because sometimes a crappy mic sounds crappy, but combined with an hi-fi microphone, it sounds great. And then you can blend it in. You don't have to use it at the same level, just to give it that little taste. I use it a lot on drums too, while I mic drums. I use a crappy mic to add that distortion characteristic, or that lo-fi characteristic to the guitar, to the drum sound. So here it is, the Royal Atlantic with the AC RC Exotic Pedal Osnoy Edition into the clean channel. This is the clean channel. You know me, I don't play clean. This is the cleaner channel with the RC. With the AC. And both. From what I've been learning by doing these comparisons of mics, usually almost every mic sounds okay with a clean tone. It's with the drive tones, with the overdriven tones, that you really understand what's a good guitar amp mic and what's a bad guitar amp mic. Because distortion gets harsh, it gets a little aggressive, and if the mic doesn't react good to it, it always sounds crappy. So I'm using, for this demo, I'm using mostly distorted tones, because it's where you really notice the difference on the mics. So let's hit a G chord and you'll hear the M160. Now my grandfather's microphone. And now the electro voice, crappy one. Okay, you notice they have super different characters. Let's combine them. I'll play a riff and we'll be combining mics for you to listen to. Let's do it a little deeper. I hope this gives you the understanding of how it sounds. Let's use a less overdriven tone, just using the amp with a neck pickup, or let me. Yeah, I'm using the AC booster with the volume a little cut off, so it sounds a little more like a single coil. And I'll play blues for you with leads and rhythms so you can hear the difference. Okay, I think it shows you how even a not very good mic, a super inexpensive mic, can help you shaping your tone. And sometimes it can be what I call a taste mic, because you blend it to taste. It's like, I want more of that lo-fi shit. You blend it to taste, and you give it a little character. And usually crappy mics overdrive a little. They are not clean, so they will give you some character to your tone. And sometimes it's just what you need. And usually I always say it's better to mic a guitar with at least 2 mics. I think 2 mics it's more than enough, but 2 mics usually give you a more realistic tone than just 1 mic. Well, that's it. I hope this has been helpful to you. I hope you have liked the show. If you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and share it with the world. We'll see each other next week. Bye-bye.